Today, the world has become the deadliest place to live, with countries possessing deadly weapons and weapons of mass destruction, like atom and nuclear bombs. Currently, there are enough nuclear weapons in the world to destroy our Earth easily, and the impact of the largest and the most powerful nuclear bomb ever designed, SAR bomba, would have a fireball radius of 3 kilometers, radiation radius of close to 8 kilometers, while the air blast radius can range from 12 to 30 kilometers. This means if the bomb were to be dropped, it can easily kill all living organisms for 30 kilometers. It is also highly impossible to imagine the impact of a World War III. There are currently 5 countries that are recognized as nuclear weapons states, who have signed the NPT or Non-Proliferation Treaty to abide its 3 pillars, namely non-proliferation, disarmament, and the right to peacefully use nuclear technology. These 5 countries are US, Russia, China, France, and the UK. While US and Russia together possess the world's 80% of the nuclear weapons. China, on the other hand, is believed to possess a large number of nuclear weapons which are not disclosed to the world. India, Pakistan, Israel, and South Sudan are the 4 countries in the world to have not signed the NPT, while North Korea withdrew from the NPT program. South Africa, Ukraine, Belarus, and Kazakhstan previously possessed nuclear weapons and later transferred all of those to Russia and joined NPT. By 1998, Cuba was the only non-nuclear country to have not signed the NPT, and in 2002, Cuba also joined NPT. So here with the list of the 10 most number of nuclear missiles or warheads in the world as of 2017.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
Number 10. Iran. Iran is a new addition to the list of countries that could possibly be possessing nuclear weapons and missiles. U.S. intelligence agencies have already predicted that the Iran can be possessing key ingredients to nuclear weapons. Their strength and the number of nuclear weapons and the missiles are still unclear. North Korea. North Korea was previously a signatory of NPT and later withdrew from it in 2003. In 2009, though, North Korea declared that it had developed a nuclear weapon and they had conducted their first nuclear test in 2006, sparking protests from NPT countries. Again in 2007, North Korea confirmed that they have nuclear weapons, and while in 2009, they conducted their second successful test, making the country the full-fledged nuclear power. In 2013, North Korea is believed to have conducted their third nuclear test underground currently, and they have small and mid-range nuclear missiles inducted into their armed forces. By now, the only known number of nuclear missiles North Korea have are between 10 to 20. Number 8. Israel. Israel is a country with an aggressive and unfriendly neighborhood. Israel definitely needed its defense system to be capable enough to counter any attacks on its soil. Though Israel is known to possess a huge amount of nuclear missiles and weapons that might range from 80 to 400, officially has 80 warheads in its nuclear arsenal. There is no evidence of date or record of its first nuclear test. Israel also possesses a wide array of nuclear weapons ranging from intercontinental ballistic missiles to submarine-launched cruise missiles. Number 7. India. India is also a non-signatory of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty like Pakistan. India started its nuclear research program in 1967 and made its first surprise nuclear test in 1974, followed by the second test in 1998. India hasn't officially declared or made any comments regarding the size of the nuclear arsenal it possesses. India has a strict no first use policy in place and would use the weapon only for retaliation purposes. India has already developed wide ranges of indigenous missiles such as the Agni and Prithvi series. And a well-known number of Indian nuclear missiles right now are between 130 and 140. Number 6. Pakistan. Like India, Pakistan is also a non-NPT signatory, who is in a race with India to possess a number of nuclear missiles and warheads. Pakistan's nuclear program was led by Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in 1972 in response to the development of nuclear research and weapons from its neighbor India. Bhutto fast-tracked the nuclear research program after India's surprise nuclear test code named the Smiling Buddha in 1974. And finally, in 1998, India's second successful nuclear test, Pakistan detonated 5 nuclear devices in Ras Hills in the Chagai district. This cooperation was codenamed Chagai I, and today Pakistan has many nuclear missiles in its military reserve with number between 140 to 100. Number 5. UK. During the 1970s, British government had a stockpile of 520 nuclear warheads. Today half of those are put to test and they possess only 250 now. The UK is the third country to test a nuclear bomb in 1952. England is one of the 5 from the NPT states. The UK has kept the size of its nuclear arsenal a top secret and officially have 150 active warheads. Historically speaking, UK has conducted about 45 nuclear tests. And today, the UK is considered as a powerful country in terms of its nuclear capabilities and number of possessive warheads. Number 4. China. China is an emerging superpower economically as well as in terms of defense strength. China has also emerged as a great power in the nuclear arms race, and they are one of the oldest nations of the world to possess weapons of mass destruction. They performed the first nuclear test in 1964, and the number of actual warheads for China is still unknown and is a state secret. These are reports that suggest that China could have as many as 3,000 nuke warheads. Officially, China has 260 warheads though, and those are not deployed. China had a strict policy of no pursuits, meaning that they would attack only if they are attacked by a nuclear weapon. There are also reports that suggest China would double its nuclear power to beat US by 2020. Number 3. France. France is a country with constant attacks from the hands of terrorists, and the country needs more protection than other European counterparts. France has 290 deployed warheads and 10 other warheads too. France is the third largest nuclear weapon state with a stockpile of 300 nuclear warheads, and it has the capability to strike with a nuclear weapon from air, sea, or land. It's called a triad strike. France is known to have deactivated all land-based nuclear missiles in 1996, and France also conducted its last nuclear test before joining the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, also CTBT. Number 2. United States. The United States is the most powerful country in the world, with the highest number of deployed warheads. The U.S. has 1,750 deployed warheads within the country as well as the other continents or countries. There are about 6,450 other warheads which are other tactical nuclear warheads or non-deployed strategic warheads. The U.S. also had a number of ICBMs and SLBMs than Russia with a count of 785 missiles. Number 1. Russia. Russia had 45,000 nuclear warheads at one point of time due to the nuclear race and to balance the competition from the West. Now Russia has dismantled and cut short the number of nuclear missiles to around 6,850. And out of this, 1,600 are active warheads and the rest are other warheads that are either in the reserve or in the stages of dismantling. Russia is known to have 515 intercontinental ballistic missiles, strategic bombers, and submarine-launched ballistic missiles. These are thousands of non-deployed strategic warheads in Russia. That's all this for today.